Morning breaks, I'm on my way, amen. Another long, hard-working day, amen. Two jobs, one dream, and a mountain to climb, but you walk beside me every time, amen. I wipe my tears before I sleep, amen. You sow the strength my soul will reap, amen. Even when my faith feels small, you're still the God who sees it all, amen. Amen, Jesus, you're watching over me through the midnight pain and uncertainty. When my heart is weak, my hands are tired, you're the reason I'm still inspired, amen. I fall down, but you lift me high, amen. You hear the silent prayers I cry, amen. You're the keeper of my weary soul. You make the broken pieces whole, amen. I'm walking through this corporate grind, amen. Dreams delayed but not denied, amen. I see your hand in every fight. You turn my struggle into light, amen. The world may not see my tears, amen, but you've been faithful all these years, amen. Through every no and every door, you whisper, child, I've got you more, amen. Amen. Jesus, you're watching over me through the storms and uncertainty, amen. You never sleep, you never stray, you got me through the hardest days, amen. Amen. When I'm down to nothing left, amen, you fill my heart with holy breath, amen. You remind me I was born to stand with your mercy written on my hands, amen. One day my sons will see the proof, amen, of how you carried me through truth, amen. They'll see a man who never quit because your love was infinite, amen. They'll lift their eyes and say with pride, my father walked with God by his side, amen. And I'll smile through every scar I own, knowing you never left me alone, amen. Amen. Jesus, you're watching over me through the midnight pain and uncertainty, amen. You never sleep, you never stray, you got me through the hardest days, amen. Amen. When I'm down to nothing left, amen, you fill my heart with holy breath, amen. You remind me I was born to stand with your mercy written on me.